I think something that could have been different with me when I went to go get my, it just came to my head. When I went to go get my staples taken out, they like didn't even, I walk in the room, they like, how's the baby? And like, I instantly just broke down. But they didn't even have like, document that or at least talked about it like that. I feel like it should have been treated as a more sensitive situation. The first thing you hear, and how's the baby? And I'm like, the baby passed away, and just shut down. And then I think that when they told me the reason for it, you know, she just wrote the name on the paper and said, oh, it means the umbilical cord wasn't connected to the placenta, so he wasn't getting all his nutrients and everything. But I'm like, they could have brought the sonogram or wherever they seen it at and pointed it to me, broke it down a little more. It was just after I said that the baby passed away, everything was shut down. And then the doctor, I mean, she was the one who was there, but it didn't click into her head like, oh. And then they were quiet.
So just silence.
Just silence.
There was
no talk or
no sorry.
You okay and what can we do for you? Or let me explain this to you. They just wrote on a piece of paper, I still have the paper, and told me what it was, and that was it. And just for them to ask, how was the baby, was just they could have went about it a different way.
How about you when you left the hospital? Any connection to bereavement or grief support, or how did things end from there?
I just went home and worked it out from there, my family. And then months later you came, and that was the first time I received help from someone else. That's all. Nobody at the hospital. They'll come in the room and, you need pain medicine? No. You need this? You know, I just didn't want to be bothered, but nobody ever took the time out and, are you okay? Let me sit here. You know, it's like in and out.
That was one of the things that stuck with me when we were sitting in your house is when you leaned over and said, what took you so long?
Because I wasn't even going to talk to you at first, because I'm like, it's been months and I didn't press it down, so I'm living my life now, and all of a sudden someone's calling me, you know, I didn't know you at the time. I'm like, someone's calling me and want to bring up everything that I just pressed I wasn't even sharing it, but I would break down and hide it from my mom and them. So I didn't want to bring it back up. But yeah, I just wish somebody could have been there, because, you know, there are other people that, you know, have issues or might be suicidal or, you know, just, you know, not me, but, you know, there's people out there that really needs that help, you know, and losing a child affects a woman in many ways. So I just feel like it should have been like right then and there. Whether we didn't want it right then, I feel like it should have been a pressure like, hey, I'm here if you need me, or, you know, like Libby do, she just call and check up on me every now and then, you know, just so I know that it's there if I do want to receive it. You know, I don't think it should be go so long and then all of a sudden you have all these questions coming back. Oh, well, we want to talk about this and we want to talk about that, you know. But in the end,
more immediate care would have been helpful for you.
For the nurse to go in and take the staples out and not even know that her baby had died, I mean, that's just unacceptable. I can't imagine the doctor not coming to the office and say, Mrs. Jones' baby died. You know, and everybody would know that. But maybe that doesn't happen now.
I could see people doing that and getting quiet because they don't know what to say, because it's so uncomfortable and they don't know what to say.
Where do you think the discomfort comes from?
Because it's a very uncomfortable position to talk about death. It's not like you can say, oh, I know how you feel, because most instances you don't.
All the negativity they got during this encounter, which is obviously a very big encounter for them, one that's life-changing, they're going to carry it with them.
So we're asking people to find that humanity, find that passion that brought you to this profession, and, you know, rekindle that, bring that back, and make sure you can't talk to that person more than 6 minutes.
So we're in a hurry.
Yeah, maybe.
So how do we
shouldn't be that big of a hurry. There's no hurry too big for that. Nobody came in that room and sat down on the bed and held her hand. Nobody. That's wrong.
So I think you have to look at the support system that people have around them. You certainly can't be everything to everyone, but you can go a little bit above and beyond. And
The tone of the office is going to come from the physicians. So if you aren't respectful, then you can't really expect anybody else in the office to be respectful.
So who are you respectful to?
Every patient, every time.